I received this question, which I'm going to answer. I know my convictions and strong beliefs. As my kids became teenagers and young adults, I did not impress my opinion enough on them, and they did walk down some paths that are affecting them into their adulthood. How would you share your strong convictions? For example, my daughter read a lot of fantasy books, which were very harmful and completely changed her faith outlook. Now, her younger sister, who is a young adult, is starting to pick up the same books. Do I stay silent or do I speak my convictions about how harmful I think the books are? So this is not professional advice. I'm just going to share with you what I do, what I have done, what I would do. When I've made videos in the past saying that parenting ends at 13, this is what I'm talking about. Because parenting adult kids is completely different from parenting children. As it should be. I mean, they're adults now. But it takes a lot more thought and planning. Okay? So the first thing to do is pray. You have to pray a lot. You have to pray for the words that you're going to use. You have to pray that God will soften their hearts to be able to receive what it is you're trying to share with them. You have to pray for yourself to make sure that your own heart is ready and humble in order to share with them whatever it is that you want to share. So you have to bathe all of it in prayer first. Number two, this is something I always highly recommend to people and also to myself. I do this all the time, which is to write it out. Write it out, practice it out loud. Okay, listen to your words and how they may be received. And in this day and age, nobody has an excuse because we all have cell phones. And so you can write it out in the Notes app, you can put it in your voice memo, listen to the words and think carefully about what you are going to say and actually practice it. That's the one thing I don't think people do enough, because when you have serious conversations, I always say, like, why would you not practice that like you would a speech? Because if you are having serious conversations with someone you love, the words you say are going to matter. And so with your adult kids, think about what you want to say and go over the words, make sure that they do not seem accusatory or not too preachy, and how it is you're trying to come across to them. Practice it, listen to it out loud, and change accordingly. With that, mentally go over all possible outcomes, because only you know your child's personality. You may know some of their struggles, you may know some of the things that they're going through. Think about what could be the worst possible reaction from them. And are you going to be ready for it? And how will you handle it? Because if you think about the different scenarios, obviously you're hoping like they're going to be like, oh, mom, that is so great. Like, thank you for sharing that. And then change. But I'm just going to tell you, I have never really seen it work out like that. So think about rather what could be the worst reaction and how are you going to handle it? And are you okay with it? And prep yourself for that. Because then you are going to be ready for whatever may come your way. This is also why I say, plan out what you're going to say. And then if you think about the worst case scenario of how they may react, you're going to be calmer. You're going to be ready for what may happen. And then timing. You have to look for the right time. This is something that most people do not do, but timing is so important. And so, set a deadline for yourself, like you want to say something in the next week or two, and then in that time, look for the right time to be able to share with them. Like, obviously, don't share with them when they're having a really hard day or they're stressed out about something. Pick a nice time where you guys can just share and talk, and you can share with them what's on your heart. But think about all of this and plan it out.